Hello everyone, this is AlloPack here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to AlloPack Sports. Today we have a chock-filled episode full of all things Florida Gators, from SEC Media Day to recently one of our online got arrested for a DUI and felony possession of a weapon. Also, I want to make my season prediction today, since we are about give or take a month and a week out or two out from the season. I want to do an early prediction until we get, and then when we get closer to the season, I can do another prediction just in case I don't feel that good during the rest of the span. Like let's say DJ just gets hurt during the off-season practice or the fall practice coming up. But yeah, we will mostly talk about the defensive and offensive talent. There also been a new moniker for the Florida Gators: Spot the Ball. Billy Neighbor says this. We shall see what happens with it. Anyways, we're going to start off with one of the Media Day questions that was asked at the Media Day, because everybody was worried about it. Is DJ Lagway healthy? With his shoulder, his hernia, and his overall body being hurt this past season, still winning those 2 games. That, oh my God, great. But with him being hurt, everybody's worried that he might not be 100% during the season, and he is. He says he's ready to go. He says he's healthy, and he also says he doesn't have a prosthetic arm. Do you not have a prosthetic arm, DJ? Like, dude, you can throw deep bombs like crazy. Anyways, overall, DJ Lagway is healthy. He says this with confidence. And then there was like one of the reporters asked, will you be able to make the plays like you did last year? He said, oh yeah, I can make the plays, and I can make more of those plays for sure. I was like, DJ got that on him. Like, DJ's got it, dude. I think DJ is truly healthy. Unless he's lying and the staff's lying, which I doubt, he wouldn't be this confident going into the season if they were lying. But I truly think DJ's healthy. He'll probably be healthy throughout the season, hopefully. And I think he'll make a good run at the Heisman or any other rewards this season if he does very well. So, yes, DJ Lagway is healthy. Second thing that came out of SEC Media Day was the prediction on where we sat in the SEC. There was 8, had us at 8, which I think to me that's disrespectful how we did last season and what the projection of our program is going. We could be a competitor to that conference this year. If everything falls into place, we could be the SEC competitor. But there's also the downside of what happens if Lagway gets hurt. So I get that 8, but I feel a little bit disrespected at that. Like, really a little bit disrespected for my team because of that. But then there was one that had us at 6. 6, not too worried about it. Like, that's fair. Because we don't know what Lagway is capable of. Well, we do know, but he's been hurt most of the time. We haven't seen him be healthy, fully healthy, and doing this. And so we'll see that. But 6 is a fair point, because like we have the first schedule strengths, or the hardest schedule we have the hardest schedule in the SEC at the moment, or even the college football, because of the stretch between LSU, Miami, Texas A&M, and all that. That's a very hard stretch of games, and most of them are pretty much at away. So it's something that does make sense. But I think we'll be about that, to be honest. We also got a new moniker from the SEC Media Days. From Billy Napier, Billy Ballsack. He said spot the ball. So last season, everybody counted him out after the Texas A&M game, because we got humiliated at home. It was like one of the worst humiliations we had, other than that Miami game that started the season. And so after that game, everybody was, even myself was calling for his head. I was wanting Lane Kiffin. I was wanting somebody just to come in and just win games. But Billy did something that no one expected. When everybody counted him out, and when everybody thought he's going to be done, and he wouldn't be the head coach this year, he turned that program around. The offense and defensive side of the ball, especially the defense, turned around 180. And we ended up winning against LSU and Ole Miss. And we ended up doing a better record than we did the previous years. 8-5. That's counting the bowl. That's counting the bowl win. And so we are getting like a lot of momentum after that. And for that, he's now making this moniker of spot the ball. Like, let's say a Miami fan comes in here and say, "Hey, y'all can go 4-8." Okay, sure, you can think that, but spot the ball. Like we're gonna see on that field. If we do go 4-8, okay. But if we go 9 wins or 10 wins and go to the college football playoffs, we spotted the ball. We played the game. That's what Billy's saying. Like all this disrespect that this media's are having against Florida and Lagway and all of them, it will be proven on the field if he's able to do it, or if this team is capable of doing what they should be doing. Getting over that hump that we always wanted to get over. And so that's the moniker of this season. And pretty much probably going to be the moniker of the seasons going forward, spot the ball. And that's all I can say with that. So, on top of that, I also have unfortunate news coming out of Gainesville. SEC media day is over. Everybody's went home. We are now getting towards the fall camp, and that's something we are looking forward to, and the medias and all that. But we have a Gator lineman who got arrested for a DUI, and on top of that, weapon possession, which means that he might not be on the team much longer. I don't think he was a really good piece on the team. I think he was more of a depth for it. I don't think he was going to be a starter or anything, something like that. But it's still unique, because Florida, when you talk about Florida, back in 2006 and 2008, their teams usually got arrested a lot. And so with this happening, Gator Nation is like, are we back? Like, are we back? Like, are our players getting arrested and shit? Like, are we seriously back? I'm like over here, we might be back. Because remember, back in 2006, before that 06 championship, the basketball team won the championship before it. And then the football won it. I can see very much of it, a similar thing happening here this year. It might not, most likely might not happen, but you never know. Like, you never know. And with those 06 and 2008 teams, they got into a lot of trouble. Like, a lot of arrests and a lot of stuff that has happened on those teams that was wild. And so, Gator Nation is pretty much like, are we back? Because he got arrested, and players getting arrested means we kind of back. And so, it's like a little like that. But Gator O-Line got arrested for a DUI and a weapon possession. I don't know what his fate's going to be. Is he going to still be on the team afterwards? Because I know Billy doesn't tolerate that. I think the last person who did it got kicked off. Stephon Shivers is no longer with the team. But yeah, that's something looking forward to. Like people we don't know. But it's something that happened in Gainesville recently, and I had to bring it upon this show. Next up, we have offensive and defensive line talk. I want to just talk about it, where I think and how well improved this offense and defense is over the past offseason, I think. And it's even last few stretches of last year's games. Defense turned around like 180. Pretty much what I think happened and what I was told was that I think players came to the coach, to Coach Billy, and was like, hey, your defense, the defense that we are running is too complicated. We need more simplified. And thus they simplified it and allowed the defensive players to actually do what they needed to do, hence the turnaround that happened last year. Now, will they carry it into this season? That's the question. Will they be better than last season? I 100% think they are. 100% think they're going to be better. Just how the offense is going to be better. Because with the offense wise, we have Lagway, we have Dallas Wilson, Eugene Wilson, Sturdivant, and quite a few others up there that's capable of catching the ball. Then on top of that, you got the running backs, Ball. There was one Trayon Webb. Like, you have weapons, and then the offensive line. The offensive line has been really good. Like that, we have a lot of returning players for the offensive line, and I do genuinely believe the offensive line will hold. And on top, same way for the defensive line. The defensive line has been a worry for us for a long time. Like, will we be able to, both defense and offense? My bad. I do believe both were worried for a while, but now this year seems like a year that both are going to be good, because even the media is talking like, could this defensive and offensive line be equal or stronger or as strong as, let's say, Georgia and Alabama? There's a possibility. I know last year people were talking about our offensive line and how good it was, and they ended up getting fucking blown out here and there. But this year I truly believe that our offense and defensive line has truly improved, and I'm looking forward to the future for how that works out. But yeah, both sides of the ball has been, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot more improved than last year. We are talented on both sides of the ball as well, because we got a few 5-stars in here, like Cormani McClain as our cornerback. We also have Dallas Wilson as a wide receiver. Then I think we have one of the offensive tackles who is a 5-star. McCray back over there. So I'm looking forward to the season and seeing how those are well improved, because we got 2 cupcakes coming up this season, and yeah, that's pretty much how I see it. Speaking of seasons, I got our lovely season schedule here. See this, look at that schedule, beautiful. Finally, we don't have a really tough opponent week 1 like the last few years. Last few years we had Utah again, and then we had Miami week 1. I'm surprised we didn't have Miami week 1 again this year. But we're starting off with 2 cupcakes with LIU and USF. USF it might be a little bit less than a cupcake, but still it's one of those games that you have to win. Like, there's no reason why you should lose it. But yeah, I'm gonna talk about schedule today. Wins and losses was it as well. This is gonna be my season prediction, because the fact that I do believe I need to get one done before the season, the fall camp, and then after the fall camp, after we get some more news on what's happened and stuff. So this schedule might look totally different. My win losses could be looking totally different than what it would be later this month or next month, before the game. So LIU, already chalk it up to a win. Like, there's no reason why you should lose to LIU. USF, same thing, win. LSU, I know people were talking about Nussmeier and how good he is in the offense, how they are stacked on talent wise in that LSU offense. This is early season. Normally we get LSU like way later down the road, like in November. We usually get them. But this season we got them week 3. We're going to LSU, we're going to Death Valley. It's going to be a night game. But there's an inkling in me that's saying we got this game in the bag, that we're going to win this game. And that comes down from last year. From last year's game to this year's game, the timetable between that is not that far apart. It's not like it's been like a year since then. It's been like 8 or 9 months. And to say that they're vastly improved from then to now would be a bit unrealistic in that aspect. I do believe they will improve throughout the season, but for us to get them so early and at their home, I do think we get this dub, because the fact that Nussmeier has been stopped before by our defense knows what to do with Nussmeier. Get him quick, get him hard, get him shaken up, like right off the bat, get him shaken up, and then he starts making mistakes. So I do believe we will win the LSU game at Death Valley, because of the fact that hasn't been that long, and Our defense does know what Nussmeier is capable of and how to stop it. On top of that, our offense is a lot more improved than last year. We don't have one person that we have to constantly go to just to move the ball, or we don't have running backs that we can only just do. Like, we have a lot of weapons, so I can see it changing and us being able to win this. Now, Miami, y'all enjoy y'all's Carson Beck, bro. Y'all do realize that he was an interception machine in Georgia. Really? Like, your Sid Sloth over there ain't gonna do anything against our team. I promise you, y'all not gonna win that game. That's easy dub for us. And you Miami fans can come into this show and say your shit, but it's easy dub for us. Now, Texas at home. I know that's gonna be a very hard fought game for us. It is a home game though, which may play in factor of how I choose who wins this game, because of the fact that Arch Manning ain't a proven caliber QB yet. And y'all might just hate on me on this because it's Arch Manning, and Arch Manning's gonna be the second coming of Queen Ewers or Vince Young. No, I don't think he's capable of that yet. And the reason why it comes down to his high school and the camps. He didn't show up at camps. He never played at camps. He in high school he had barely any competition because he's at a D2 school, not D6, D2, which is like the lower end of the schools, which means the competition wasn't great. Unlike Lagway, who was at D6 school playing high level competition and still winning state championships. So, and on top of that, last year he only played like against lesser teams like UTSA and stuff, and that was like, I think, at their home. This year, that first game they have against Ohio State will tell all. If Arch folds in that first game against Ohio State and gets pressured enough to throw picks or to fold or to get shaken up or fumbles or anything like that, you'll know Arch ain't it. You'll know that Arch ain't it by that time. And so by the time they reach us, we'll know by now if Arch is going to be this also good quarterback, or is he going to be one of the other mediocre ones in the league. Yes, of course, he can improve the next following 2 years, but this is short. This is an extremely short time span for him to actually be that improved that people are calling for him for a Heisman, which I don't think he's capable of that yet. I do believe he's going to be a great quarterback. Don't hate me on that. Don't say, oh, he's going to be great this year. Yeah, I do think he's going to be a good quarterback. But by the time he gets to our game, I don't think he's going to be that caliber yet. And so, Arch is one of the reasons why I think Texas may lose the game. On top of that, I don't know about the defense. Defense-wise, I think they are talented. But I just think Lagway is capable enough to carve up the defense by throwing it deep, throwing middle routes or short routes, and then following up with running the ball. Because if you can make them go deep, you're able to run the ball up the middle. But if you're able to, let's say, run the ball up the middle, they have to come play closer, which means you can throw it deep. It's the vice versa. So he can probably capable of taking care of the defense if he can keep healthy by that time. Now, and so I chalk up the Texas win to probably a toss-up, leaning towards our win because it is at our home. Texas A&M, the one team that scares me this season, and the reason why is Marcel Reed. That man chewed us up and spit us out last year. I gotta admit, I didn't expect it. I really didn't expect Texas A&M to win against us last year. They did, and so they are one of the ones that I could possibly say a loss to, toss up to a loss, leaning towards a loss to, because that's their home. But that's the toss up to me, loss and to a loss, because I don't know. I don't know. I will have to see that game in person just to know how it is. Which, speaking of, I'm going to the Tennessee game versus Florida game this year in the Swamp. I will record my reaction to the game and stuff, and I will post it on here. Next up, Mississippi State, easy dub. There may be a little bit of an improved team, but overall, they're still at the bottom of the SEC. It should be an automatic win, always. Georgia. Now, I know Georgia fans might come up in here if y'all ever see this. Oh, a new Florida Gator channel has come up. Let's go dog on him because he's saying Georgia's going to lose in Jacksonville. Yeah, Georgia's going to lose in Jacksonville. Did you not see the last game last year? Lagway had y'all. And that's even when he was hurt. He was hurt. He had to come out of that game. Y'all don't realize. Y'all really don't realize. Yeah, he hurt his leg during that game. But he was also dealing with a hernia as well. Since high school. And a hernia is not bad in the grand scheme of things. Could be easily fixed. But he was still dealing with a hernia. He was still hurt. And he still was whipping y'all's butt. Like, seriously, he was. The only reason why y'all even won that game because we put in our third string quarterback. And even then, y'all struggled against him. Struggled. So, yes, I do think Georgia's going to finally get brought down by Florida this year. And if I have to say, that might be what leads Florida to the SEC championship. Because I do believe that Florida will go for the SEC championship this year. And a college football playoff berth. So, win against Georgia. Kentucky, they are losing talent like crazy. They ain't as good as they were a few years ago. It could possibly still be a track game. But the fact that they're losing the talent they are, and they're not as good as they were, makes me lean more towards Florida winning that game. Ole Miss, that's one game that I'm also nervous about because it could be a trap game. Let's say we do get like one loss all the way up to them. They could be our second loss. There is a possibility. With Austin Simmons and them in there, is like, don't know. Even though Austin Simmons ain't a proven quarterback yet, don't know about that. And it's at their home. So there could be a possibility we lose. I'm hoping, and this is all predictions because we don't know what's going to happen once we land onto the field and actually play them. But I do believe that it's going to be a coin flip. And I'm leaning a little bit towards Florida's victory. So by that time we are, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9-1. Yeah, 9-1 going into Tennessee. If we are 9-1 going to Tennessee, come back to here and say, "Oh my God, you predicted it." But Tennessee home, automatic loss for Tennessee because they cannot beat us at home. I'm going to be in that game. If we lose that game while I'm there with my mother, who is a Tennessee fan, I will be salty. I will be hella salty. I will be so salty, man. Like, that's something if we do. And, bro, I would be upset. They have never beaten us at home. I don't expect them to continue doing it. I fully expect them to continue not beating us at home. And so I chalked it up to win. There you go, 10-1. FSU, automatic win because they ain't crap. They're struggling. Their program is legit struggling right now to get even on their feet after that horrendous season last year. Like the season before that, they were great, but they used all their stuff on the transfer portal. Y'all know Mike Norvell cannot recruit, cannot develop. So I think FSU is going to be very much an easy win, and that pretty much pushes our schedule to 11-1. Now, of course, some of these games we could lose, and that's like more of a ceiling for us, 11-1, because I don't think we'll ever go undefeated. But the floor will be 9-3, because my possible losses that could happen is A&M, Texas, and LSU. And yeah, I say LSU loosely because of the fact that it's so early in the schedule. So I can see those three possibly being our floor. Other than that, it's not going to be 8-4. It's not going to be 7-5 like some people think it's going to be. It's going to be higher up. I think this team is a lot more improved and a lot more put together. But yeah, I can see that could happen. So, with all that being said, I am back. I'm here to stay. And please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all next time. This has been AlloPack Sports signing out. Goodbye, y'all.